Goalkeeper career mode is back. I didn't think it was going to because, well, I originally used my settings and it didn't work at all. But I've actually gone to just using no sliders and I've tweaked them here and there, as you're going to see in this first episode. Basically, if you want to play keeper career mode, you don't actually need sliders at the moment. I found just go 4-minute, 5-minute halves, ball class or legendary. As you can see, I'm training very fast motion right now, and just kind of put the shot error to like your ability. I think so. At the start of this career, I was more world class, and I ended up being legendary. I've sort of gone between, and then maybe just alter it a little bit, and we go from there. But I'm having decent enough games, which is good. And the engine's getting there. I preferred last year's a lot, but there is some really good new animations. I'm a bit annoyed about the front post things, but we'll get used to it as it goes along. But yeah, I'm starting out at Luton, as you might have seen, because it's going to be a fun one. Basically, this is, as I said on my career mode video, this is the best FIFA in about 9 years, in my opinion. I think I still call it FIFA, you know what I mean? Absolutely fantastic. The pro career is brilliant. The new training where you just do training for the game. You don't have to stop every week and think, oh no, I forgot it. You just literally just do your training once at the start. You usually get aways, but I couldn't be bothered to get the keeper pass. I don't know. I like struggled way too much. I couldn't even pick the ball up. No, you can sit in fast motion, but yeah, like I just kind of I got a B and then 2 A's because it was late, and I was like, right, let's just get it done. But it's it's really good. I think it's a fantastic FIFA. Loads of good things about it, and now I've got this sorted. I'm really happy. I make a lot of good saves as well. As the thing goes on, but we're starting at Luton because, well, it's going to be. I did start a Wrexham one, but I'm really feeling like pro creator. It's not quite the same for me. But I'll start at Luton because I'm going to be busy. If I can stay up, that's a miracle. If not, it'll be a fun season in the Championship next season. But yeah, let's get into the games. So I actually bothered doing pre-season this year. I came on for Kamianski. It was good signing for them, by the way. Really good keeper at Blackburn the last few years. Now, settings, you're going to ask me my camera. Now, first few games here, I changed it. But here, I put it into obviously co-op because the pro career doesn't really work. Camera doesn't work. And I put it 20. Last year, it was like 20 zoom. No, 20 height, 0 for now. So this year, I think I've actually zoomed it in more. I think I've done 20 height, 20 zoom. And then that off-center one, as you'll see later in the video, I've changed. But in this game, yeah, I was starting on legendary on this one, and I put down 12 class for a few. It's just because I want to be busy, but I don't want every shot going in the corner, especially with the rating system. Like, I should have saved that. I suppose it's more accurate with the thing, but as you can see, as soon as you concede a goal, you're on a 4, and you're getting more likely to get subbed off. So it's really brutal on the old ratings, but I did not have a great debut. I was quite worried after this game, to be honest. I mean, I am like 69 rated keeper, but it was in at the front post. So it was 3-1 to Stuttgart in the friendly, also I came on. We played Empoli in the next one after this, but as you can see, like final legendary, like the shot power is like ridiculous in some of it, as you can see later on. But I feel like by the end of this episode, well, through this episode, I've got a few options for you to use. A few options for me to use. As you can see, the camera's too like sideways. I had a great save in this one. This is down on world class now. I ended up going to world class and then putting like the shot error up like I've done with career mode. So basically, AI have better shooting. And so I basically tested between that. I saw a little bit dodgy there, but I did enough. Between that and then having legendary and then taking the shot power down a bit. So that's what I would do. Either have like world class and have it on like 35 shot error for their AI. Great save that, and it's an interesting animation that as well. I've never really seen that animation. I'm a fantastic game in this. Really just making some great saves. I'm not really putting the corner, but I'm still making the saves, and that's really cool. Still up to 7.4 now. And I love the little animations they're doing on over on there, and I love the menus and everything. I did change the camera settings, as you're going to see now. Or no, I changed. So yeah, this is what that was on playing, and this won't get in the corner. So as I say, put it like that. I changed. That's what I've done on my other career. I'm actually playing as a full team. It's a good save. Nice one-handed save. So I'll do that, or as I go up in a bit, go up to the legendary, but then you might find you want to put the shot speed down a little bit and the shot error up to like 52. Just so you want that. I would like having that challenge. I don't like every game I'm having like a 9 out of 10. Also I'm Luton, like realistically I'm not going to win loads and loads of games this season. So we won 1-0 and I had a fantastic performance in that game, which actually put me into the starting thing. Now, team highlights was great at the start of last year, and I'm just going to show you a bit of fast motion to show you that, like, I had one highlight which had a good save, and that was it. there was one highlight and we won 1-0, and that's just not good enough. You don't want to sit in a game and have shown nothing. They should be showing your goals. But anyway, so don't use team highlights this move is what I'm saying. But we got to Brighton in the first game, which, yeah, interesting. First game away. Obviously, they lost, 4-1 in real life. And it's kind of, 7.5. That's pretty impossible if you're going to concede a goal, to be honest. But anyway, so Brighton were just all over us, obviously, as you'd expect. Early on, good save, just about saved that, and then got up and tipped it wide. Just kind of madly spammed that one. But it's just spamming A really helped there. So there's some really good bits about this keeper engine. No, the shots at your body are a bit weird, and there's this weird animation. That animation was done which worked then, but I've had it a few times where he's just not diving properly. Like this was literally just hit him. It hasn't hit his hands. So there's a few weird animations which, again, if I'm playing in like pro clubs or something, I'm going to be annoyed. But it's not as bad in there. But look at this, Lewis dunk. He's turned around. He's hit it. He has hit it in the bottom corner, which does suggest that 35 shot error might be a little bit too. Actually, if Lewis dunks in that, I'm sure he's got his locker in there. But you know what I mean. But that was that sort of half-assed dive I was on about, which is just a bit like, nah. He's not saving that anyway, to be fair. But, you know, Gary Guff on his debut. The defence is all over it. What a save that is. Gets up and then missed it. Sonny March just can't find it. But 1-0 down, but I'm making some good saves. Ruddy just like in the friendly. He's the man. He is the man. And again, Brighton just all over it. Should be about 3-0 by now. It's all over us. Another smart save at my front post. As it's cleared. He's doing well, Gary Guff in the rough, as they say. Don't know who says that, but they do. And we were just absolutely been battered. I mean, again, they come forwards. It's going to be a long season, and how they missed that, I do not know. João Pedro on his debut for Brighton. I really like that replay camera angle, by the way. No idea how he missed that. But anyway, 44th minute. Generally the first time we got in our half, and we forced a save. We almost scored a goal. Look at that. So we went into half time 1-0, and felt it's 47 minutes. Obviously switch ends. Gary Guff actually not been pestered for once. And look at this. Luton has scored out of nowhere. If I've kept us in the game, it's like the dream for a keeper. How am I only on a 6.5? Like the rates, especially as you still get subbed off. It's why they haven't got rid of that. They would just make it like perfect then. But yeah, as you can see, I changed the, as I was on about earlier in the episode, I put the zoom 20 and 20, and then put the pro camera speed down. But yeah, just have it all like that. Pro cam doesn't mean anything to me because I've got an end to end. That's the camera setting we've got to have. As again, I made a good save. It was quite routine, but I positioned myself really well. Again, with ratings, like it does start to creep up to 7.2, 7.3 now. And then Brighton came forward again for like the 12th attack. Got in, great save for his feet. It should put in a corner, but I mean that is a really nice animation. I pressed down low and it did, so I pressed on the right stick down, and then it got through. And look at this, against the run of play after it should have been about 6-1. We nick a 2-1 lead on our imaginary limbs anyway, and if that had happened. Ross Barkley scored it, and then the 89th minute, I'm up to an 8 now. They shot wide, they were panicking by then, they just could not beat the Gary Guff, well, more than once anyway. And yeah, unbelievable. We've won 2-1 on our first game. We should have lost about 6-0, but it's like the dream debut for Gary Guff in the Premier League this season. Just absolutely had him. Just look at that. Everyone's getting hugged, everyone's look at that. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. So Brighton 1, Luton 2. Now, I've got it on world class. If I'm winning loads of games for Luton, I'm going to put it up to legendary. Obviously. And it's kind of like, yeah, that's what it's about really. Anyway, we played Burnley and this was like the polar opposite. Nothing happened literally until the 39th minute when we should have made it 1-0 against the Burnley team. I mean, realistically, look, that Brighton game could have happened. We were battered. We should have lost about 6-1 in it. And this game against Burnley haven't started the season well either in real life, so you know, with that sort of momentum. And anyway, in the 54th minute, again, dead game, we were 1-0 up, so we were actually looking at 2 wins out of 2, which would have been absolutely ridiculous on our first game at Luton. Obviously, this game didn't get played because They were doing stadium renovation in real life, so I didn't have this one. Now look at this, brought across, what a save. Gary Guff, unbelievable save. They should have buried it in the corner, it didn't. What a keeper. And then the resulting corner, 77 minute, even a corner later on in the game. Look at this, comes up for the ball, press A, authoritative, look at that. I'm actually doing really well. Yeah, I got subbed off. Takes the piss out, doesn't it? But we scored when I was subbed off, Ross Barkley again, and we win 2-0. So we've gone 2 out of 2. So I've made it. I've made it legendary now because if I'm getting results at Chelsea. So these are settings I've done. I put 50-50. I went to legendary. I did then change that a bit, as you're going to see later on, to like 48-52. We beat Chelsea in the League Cup, by the way, when I see them, which is mental. But I just love all the training stuff and stuff like that. And then I'll put my personality on. My personality is Acrobat. Now, in the past, Acrobat has ruined keepers, so I was a bit nervous about it. And I might take it back off, to be honest with you, because I'm not convinced by it. We went to Chelsea, it was really cool to put a stadium like this, and obviously back on legendary, kind of went out we expected, an early chance. Obviously pressure's off in this game, all the pressure's on Chelsea. An early chance just went wide. You see it, missed that. And yeah, it's just my main thing is like not to be too easy. Like if I get relegated, I'm not going to be too disappointed. You know what I mean? So if I get 11 points, I'll be delighted. Compared to Luton in real life, obviously Verratti's made it 1-0. Chelsea signed a player with a bit of leadership and experience, which is not like them at all. It makes much sense. Lukaku's still there. I find a lot of players that went out on loan. I use like download latest. How he missed that, I don't know. But they're still there. I don't know if the AI just recalled them or something. But don't bother me. So yeah, we did have a chance though. When I was on legendary, we did have a chance, which shows I'm not just going to be like lose every game. It was a great save by again Kepa, who's out on loan. But then Lukaku broke through. My defence is nowhere. Lukaku, another player, and yeah. And this is one about the shot power. That can happen, but I just feel like every shot's going to be like that, and it's a bit like, well, what's the point? I want to have a bit of a chance of saving it. So I did change the setting. And I don't like doing it because I don't know if I start doing too well. I'm like, oh, I'm doing that. But it's the start of the year. I think I did put this down a bit. Yeah, no, I was just being a bit indecisive. It was quite late. I put the shot error at around. Man, this is thrilling content, Sam. Well done. I was meant to edit this bit out really, but never mind. We'll keep it in there so you can see my thought process. But I put the speed down and put the error up a little bit. But we'll find the right one, and when I do, I'll let you know. But I got subbed off, obviously you do, and we did get we got another goal since we got subbed off, but we lost 2-1. Which is obviously no disgrace. Bear in mind, it's America. We've got 6 points. West Ham was the next game in the final of this episode. Yeah, just see how it goes. So try those settings. Still on legendary. Legendary is the way forward. Just to get the right settings on there, just where it's like a bit of fun still. And then we might look at the user ones as well. Now that is just a really poor goal to concede. That's the first goal in this save. I've gone like, what the hell? And this is what I mean. It's not in the corner at all. I don't know if I just pressed it too early, but my guy just doesn't seem to extend. But the honeymoon period is definitely over now, as Fornals came through. And I gambled a bit here, but I did really well just to like bottle across. And then out of nowhere again, look at those go. 1-1. We've been to equalise in the 37th minute. And nothing happened for us the game, literally. I didn't even get subbed off because we didn't get out of play. So, legendary, the games aren't as interesting. The first game, World Class, had more of a sort of excitement. That first game had more excitement, really. I might put the games up to 5 minutes on legendary and see. If not, I'm going to go back to World Class and just put more size to make the AI better, because the games were much more, well, the first game was entertaining anyways, but it's trial and error of all this, and as long as I'm making good content, having fun, I'm making some good saves and I'm alright. So thank you for watching. It's great to be back on Goalkeeper career mode, and I'll see you in a bit.